Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I style my hair with my curling wand. I had a few people request recently for me to do a video on how I style my hair and what products that I use. So I'm going to be showing you that today. The four main products that I use, which I will talk about later, is my powder that I use for volume, and then my hairspray, and then my heat protectant, and my texturizing spray. All of these four things are very important, so I will explain that as we go along. So I do want to mention that my hair is actually somewhat already done, kind of, not really, but the night before I like to kind of get it ready after it's been washed, because the first time that I curl my hair after I wash it, it doesn't always look great. So the second day hair is always the best, and I wash my hair once every 5 to 7 days, and my hair is very dry. It doesn't get oily at all, so I can kind of get away with that. So like I said, I did the whole routine last night after I washed my hair. This is gonna be the second time. I'm gonna brush everything out, and then I'm just gonna kind of redo it, show you step by step exactly what I do. I did want to say that you want to hold the curling wand down and you want to curl away from your face. Some people do half towards their face, half not, but I like it all curled away from my face. And these little hairs in the back, I mean, they're not going to be perfect curls because they're just too short and they can't wrap around the wand very well, even if it's towards the end. So I just do the best that I can. The back will just be messy. It won't be as, you know, curled in the front like it is in the front, but in the end it looks good just because it's just messy, and this isn't a hairdo where it has to be perfect. It can be messy, it can be fun. And this side here is actually a little bit trickier because this side of the hair always looks better than this side. But I tried to mimic what I do on this side, and I really paid attention in the beginning how I was holding the wand, how I was, you know, wrapping it around, because I noticed that this side would look a lot better and then this side wouldn't. So I've kind of gotten better as I've gone along, but I'll show you what I mean as far as turning it away from your face. So you're going to take this and put it down on this side, and you're going to wrap it this way. You don't want to wrap it to where you're coming forward like that. So you're going to go away from your face if that's your preference. It just is for me. So I'm just going to do this little piece here, and I always leave one of the ends out, a little bit of the ends out, because it just, for the look that I'm going for, that's just what looks best. So this side might look a little bit funky, but it'll all look good in the end. And I do go through, after I've sectioned off my hair, after I've done and completed a section, I just lightly spray my hair with the Vita hairspray. Just a very light spray. You don't want it to be like super super strong hold because you're still gonna have to run your fingers through it at the end. So I just do it lightly just to kind of hold those curls in the meantime. And this is actually, I forgot to mention this, but this is the Hot Tools curling wand, and I think that I got it from Ulta. I actually got it as a Christmas gift, so I can't tell you if this is like a 1 inch or a 1/2 inch, or I'm not really sure. Hopefully you can kind of judge by looking. I couldn't even find out because it was given to me as a Christmas gift, so I don't even know what the size is, but it works better for me because it's skinnier and I have short hair, so I don't have as much, you know, to put around the wand, so I do need something smaller, so I use this. And again, you're gonna wanna turn it down. When I first started, I used to have it like this, and I was trying to do this, and then I would get my wrist and my hand confused, so you want to just grab your little section. I do a pretty small section whenever I'm curling my hair, and you want to come back from behind your head, unless you have, you know, another way of doing it, that's fine. But I just stick it just down like this, and then I wrap it around, and then I leave a little section at the bottom out. Also, I wanted to say something else. So you notice that the wand, it's not super close to my head. I kind of keep it away so that the curls aren't as tight above, like, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you, hold on 1 second. Let that down. Okay, so I'm grabbing my next piece of hair. So I'm not taking the wand and sticking it like right here. I'm moving down just a tad so the curls aren't as tight up here close to my scalp. So I'm putting it about midway, and then again I'm leaving this end part out. Okay, again, you're just going to use your heat protectant to protect your hair from the heat from the curling wand, curling iron, straightener, whatever you're using. And I do want to mention that you need to make sure that the heat protectant spray is dried before you start using your wand again, because you don't want it to fry your hair, because if it's still wet, it'll kind of make that little sizzle noise And you don't want that. You don't want your hair to get damaged. So you need to make sure that it's all the way dry. And again, I'm not going all the way up here to my head. I'm going about a little more than midway. Or I should say a little less than midway. Keeping that end out, if you can see it right over here. And then I'm just grabbing pieces that look like they're not all the way curled. And in the back, I kind of have to feel around or look around, you know, for pieces that, you know, don't look as curled or they might look kind of straight. So I try to grab those and curl those. The back is always going to be harder. I don't do well with the back of my hair. I always have to use a mirror to check. But like I said, I just kind of feel around back there. I have a mirror around here somewhere. The front is actually a little bit more tricky, so you have to be careful. You don't want them to be too curly in front of your face. I try to even bring the curling wand down a little bit more, just so the curls aren't super tight to my scalp. Just want it to look a little bit more natural in the front, not as curly. So see how it's straight from here to here. And then down here is where it curls. That's just a preference thing. If you like it the other way, that's fine too. These curls up front get kind of funky, but you are going to want to let your curls cool. So just, you know, 1 or 2 minutes just so they can cool off after you've put the wand on them. And after you have let them cool, you need to take your fingers very loosely and lightly and go through your hair, just kind of like this, just very lightly. Not totally brushing them out, but just kind of trying to get them separated, you know, and kind of do that through the back, very loosely. Okay, and then once you have done that, the first thing that I use is this texture spray, and it is by DryBar. I think my stepmom got it for me at Ulta, but it is a texturizing spray. So what I do, it says to get, let's see, 4 to 6 inches from your dry hair for texture. So I get about right here. My husband hates the smell of this, so he's gonna freak out when he comes in his bathroom because it is very strong, but it's a great product. So, and it comes out fast. And then after you've kind of sprayed it, you're just gonna take your fingers and curl away from your face just to make it more piecey. I spray in the back as well. There we go. Okay, and same on this side. Okay, but one other thing that I do is I flip my head upside down, so like this, and then I spray. You're not gonna be able to see me, but I spray on the back of my head, my whole head upside down. I just kind of spray all over, make sure and get, you know, up in there on the ends, because that's where your curls are. Okay, and then you're gonna have super big hair, but again, you're just gonna kind of go through. If you feel like you need to do a little bit more, spray a little bit more, you can. I might be suffocating in here in a minute, but and then I also use this Big Sexy Hair powder play, and it is a texturizing powder. So I use this at the root. I'll show you. There's that. And you only need to use a little because this stuff is very powdery and kind of gritty. So what I do is first I take this side and I kind of just get up underneath this first layer, and I just sprinkle just a little bit in there, and then I take my fingers and I go like this. Just kind of get that all like that. Then I bring that over, and this side is already poofier. And then I've got makeup on my face. I also put it here at the root, right on this side, just a little bit. And then I get my fingers up in there and just kind of mess that around. And you can just see how it brings it up. And then I also put it back here in the back part of my hair, just right up there. Get that also. And then the same on this side, I just pull this section up a little bit. Sprinkle just a little bit in there. And then at the root on this side as well, just to kind of get everything lifted. You might not want your hair as big as me. I've always liked big hair, but you don't have to use the powder stuff. I just use it for extra volume. So once you've got it, you can kind of play around with it and even pull, you know, on your pieces a little bit, turn them away from your face, kind of grab different pieces. And then when you are finished, I just kind of go in with my hairspray so that everything will stay in place. My hair holds curl pretty well, so I don't have to use a ton of hairspray, but I'll also show you the back. I'm kind of scared to show you the back because I haven't even looked at the back. Let's see. So, you know, it's not perfect, but the good thing about this hairstyle is it doesn't have to be perfect. It's really just meant to be like fun and messy. And my hair can, like, I can get up tomorrow morning and my hair will look exactly like this. That's one good thing about this hairstyle. You can just leave it curly, sleep on it, and majority of the time I don't even have to touch it the next morning, which is nice because I'm always in a rush, I'm always in a hurry. So I'm just spraying a couple more times just to make sure everything stays in place. So thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you do have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you next time.